does it make men so jealous?
My wife should be at home with me.
I'll never forget the expression on my guests' faces when these male dancers walked onto our stage.
You have to start taking your clothes off.
And just when I thought the show was over, one of the husbands decided to join the party. Don't miss the next Maury.
Friday at 11 on 21 Alive.
The sale of Lutheran Hospital, Sunday at 1 on Impact.
She just said we're ready. Well, these four women are proud to say that they're sleeping with a married man. Now, Tammy has had 9 affairs, and Karen is working on married man number 6. Well, they're happy. It's all right for them. But their friends and family say they are downright outraged.
It just drives me crazy.
This man is ridiculous.
I constantly tell Darla he's a jerk.
Does your husband care that you're cheating?
Most of the time, it's just a game.
You left your 3 kids for this woman.
You will never be his wife, baby girl.
If he can cheat on his wife now, what makes you think he's not going to get tired of you and cheat on you?
Today we're not going to hear it all. Actually, we're going to meet some women who say they're in love with a married man, and women who say they just love the conquest. What they want to do is sleep with married men. And their friends and family are here in a kind of desperate attempt that maybe we can talk some sense into these women, and they think they're wasting their time. So please meet Charlie, Gail, and this is their daughter, Marcy. Gail and Charlie are kind of sick and tired of watching Marcy waste her life because Marcy is with a married man named Jerry. Now, the parents think Jerry is kind of a no-good louse. Why? Because he's in Marcy's bed one night and his wife's bed the next night. So, is that right, Mom and Dad?
Right.
That's right. What they would like is Jerry out of Marcy's life for once and for all. Now, Marcy, you got to know, the parents, that probably won't happen. Why? Because she loves him and because Jerry is the father of Marcy's baby, who is only 5 weeks old. Now, she's in love with him and with Jerry, and she kind of wishes her parents would get out of her life and let her make her own decisions, but they love you or they wouldn't have traveled all this way. They didn't come just to see me, Marcy. Jerry is listening backstage, and we're going to talk to him a little later to find out what is the que pasa with him. Now, Gail, you say you're upset that Marcy is dating a married man. I'm sure I would feel exactly the same. He tells her he loves her one day, then he goes back to his wife the next. It's the most off and on thing I've ever heard. What is this doing to the whole family? Because you don't live on an island.
No, we're on a constant roller coaster, up and down. Whatever it is with her, it is with us. This man is ridiculous. He's the awfulest thing I've ever seen. He's with her one minute, he's with his ex the next. He gets angry with her and leaves, and we never know when he's going to be there and when he's not. And
do you think he'll leave his wife for your daughter?
No.
That's the important question.
No.
No. Marcy, why are you with a man if he is putting you through this? If he is with his wife, then with you, and why did you have his baby? What's going on here?
Well, first of all, Sally, we've been together for 2 years, you know, on and off, and I've really grown to fall in love with him, and, you know, plus we had the baby and all, but, you know, it's like...
When you met him, did you know he was married?
Yes, he told me from the very first, you know...
That he was married?
Uh-huh. And
why did you want to get involved with a married man, hon?
Well, I was, like I said, I was 18, you know, and I was real young and naive, and it really didn't bother me. He told me that they were separated, you know, and that she was with another man. And
he told you they were separated?
Uh-huh.
Were they indeed separated?
Yes, ma'am. She had left him for another man.
Okay. What happened when he found out you were pregnant?
He kind of went ballistic. I mean, he was...
He kind of left.
Yeah, he left, and...
He laughed?
Left.
Oh, left.
Yes, ma'am. He, I told him, you know, and I showed him the test, and he looked at me and he said, he made the comment like, he made some kind of comment like, you know better, you know.
You know better.
Uh-huh.
He wasn't there.
Uh-huh. And he was like, this is all your fault, you know, and so I just got real upset, and he said, we have to do something about this. So I got his clothes out, threw them at him, throw his clothes out at him and told him to leave, you know, and he left. And, well, yeah, that's right. But a few days later...
no good.
He is no good? Well, how do you feel, Dad?
He is no good. I want to hurt him. I really and truly...
Is he divorced from his wife?
Well, he married her 2 weeks ago, or a week and a half ago.
What do you mean?
Again.
Wait. Dad, I am very confused. How did he marry his wife 2 weeks ago?
He went to an Elvis Presley drive-through window in Memphis, Tennessee, and got a marriage license with a shot record from a health department and married her again.
Wait, you've got all of us confused. He was married to his wife, correct?
Right.
It took a year and a half.
Then he divorced her.
In March.
In March.
Last year.
He divorced her in March.
Yes.
Then he went back and married her?
All over again, like January the 28th.
I found this out today.
December the
You found it out today?
Yes, ma'am.
How did you find it out?
My wife told me.
He's been gone. He works away, and he's been gone for a couple of months, and he did not know that he was back.
If he is having a baby with your daughter and he has divorced his wife, why doesn't he marry your daughter? Why does he go back and marry the wife?
They were supposed to get married.
He doesn't know the meaning of love. He's a snake.
We were supposed to get married, and...
You're very close to the situation. Now that he's married his wife for the second time, what is in it for you? Will he leave her and go to you?
No.
I don't know that for certain, but I'm hoping that he will.
No, he's not. Why would he?
I think it's about time we meet the man we've been hearing so much about. Come on out, Jerry. I don't understand the whole thing, Jerry. You got it? We are very, very confused. Jerry, we're very confused. You were married. What were you till you got a divorce? Forget the I'm separated line. Women have heard that from every guy from here to kingdom come. Why were you cheating on your wife before you got a divorce? I mean, why did you cheat with
Before I got a divorce, see, we was married for like 6 years, you know, and she left me for another man to begin with. You know, totally. She left me.
I wonder why.
And, well, see, wait just a minute. I mean, no, just wait a minute. See, that wasn't it.
You know what you are.
All right, she left.
Well,
She left you for another man.
She left me for another man. You know what I'm saying? And then Marcy come in the picture, see? I mean, I know it's bad.
A picture, that's it, a picture.
You know? No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay,
I mean, Marcy come into my life, let me put it that way. Okay, and then I've got 3 kids by my ex-wife, by my wife now.
By your wife.
Yes.
What was this idea of you married her, divorced her, and then why did you remarry her a few weeks?
I don't know. I mean, today I can sit here and say...
He's the only one that knows.
Wait a minute.
You know,
what do you mean you don't know?
Hey, buddy, it was your idea to get married.
Well, just
the
look,
first
I mean,
place.
that's just one of the things. We can change it. You know what I'm saying?
What is this, action for divorce?
Yes, ma'am. Hey,
honey, we'll be separated forever, but you will never get another divorce from me. You will never be his wife, baby girl.
You don't know that.
I hope she won't. I really hope she won't.
I won't allow it. I won't allow it.
Barbie, this is the first time you've seen Jerry since he
since he
walked
left.
out on you.
Yeah.
Now, he remarried you when?
Let's
have the background.
December the 28th, 1994.
Okay, how long were you married to him?
The last time, 6 days.
No. How long were you married to him in total, or were with him in total?
Almost 7 years.
And how many children?
3.
3 children.
3 children.
Okay. And he claims you were cheating on him with somebody else and left him. Did you leave him?
No, I left him because he got drunk one night and he tore my clothes off in front of
yeah, right.
a lot of friends.
You can say that. Why don't you get the friends and bring them up here and let them tell the story. See, everybody's low grading me here. You know, you're gonna low grade me.
You fixing to get low graded, buddy.
Well.
You think he can come to New York and bring y'all's dirty laundry to New York and,
I have to
wait a minute. That's not
right.
I have to stand here. Honey, you left your three kids.
I want out of it.
You left your three kids for this woman.
I just want out of it. I'm telling 9 million people right now, I want out of it. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine.
That's what I'm doing here with Marcy now. I made the biggest mistake of my life December the 28th and marrying you again. I'm telling everybody, and I love Marcy, and I can't help it what anybody
can't tell.
And look, won't you ask?
I mean, remarry me
I asked Marcy.
He's supposed to pay $300 a month child support. He's got a letter from the IRS saying he's $3,300 behind on child support.
Yeah, right.
He wanted to get out of it.
You need to just go back where you came from.
Yeah, but look, who kept the kid? Who kept the kids 6 months out of the year? Look, I kept them just as much as you did. Look, Marcy can sit here and verify it. Because she's done the same.
Marcy, when you have an affair with a married man who has 3 kids, this is the kind of thing that happens. Your parents are completely
See, everybody's catching the other side of the story here, see?
She had a man. I mean, why couldn't he be happy if she was happy?
I don't hear nobody low-grading her every time I went back, every time she phone called, every time she called me and wanted me to come back. Now, who's low-grading her? Not nobody in the world, see? But, hey, I'm the dog now, see?
You are
How am I the low-life? I mean, what does it make everybody else?
You are the low-life.
What is this thing about a windshield? Will you explain me the thing about the windshield?
Yes, he wasn't man enough to tell me 6 days after he remarried me that he was leaving us again for Marcy again. He left a note on my windshield.
You have the letter?
Yes, sir, I got the letter.
Well, read it. Let's read it. Let's read it. Let's read it. Let's read the letter.
You want to read the letter?
Yes, ma'am. Read it. Read it. Read it.
You want me? I can't read this whole thing. It's kind of funky. But I can.
Barbie, do you want Jerry back?
No, ma'am.
You don't?
No. Well, that's what I want. I want out of this. See? I want completely out of it.
Yeah, but are you going to bring the same thing to her, that you gave to her?
She knows. I have sat down and told her everything that's happened in the last 2 years. And I mean, I want to come out.
In those 2 years, how many times did she watch you leave, God?
I want to come out and be honest. That's
Marcy, the father is right. How many times has he left you in 2 years?
I can't count. I can't count.
You don't have that many fingers and toes.
But what I'm saying is when I get tired of it, I'll get out. Right now, I can deal with it.
But he's devastating your life. There's no...
You are too young. You deserve better.
Nobody.
Yes, sir.
And now you have a baby. Another life to consider.
We love you. We love you.
But we've got now 4
children
children involved in this kind of thing that's going on. Yes, sir. I beg you to remember 4 children are involved. Go ahead.
Okay, to Marcy, if he can cheat on his wife now, what makes you think he's not going to get tired of you and cheat on you?
She's got the right now to tell me to get up and leave. And what am I going to do? Is get up and leave.
And if she will use her head, she will do that.
And if that's what she wants, hey, I'll step out of the picture. But I'm asking her what she wants. That's what I'm talking about.
Jerry,
what about the kids? I love my kids. That's something I do.
Jerry, you've got 4 children.
You're a snake.
Yes, ma'am.
How old are you?
That's right.
24.
You've got 4 children. Don't you owe these children anything?
Yes, ma'am. See, me and her was married when I was just turned 17 years old.
But that's not the point. There are 4 children involved. What are you going to do about taking care? Is he in any way when you were divorced, was he supporting the 3 children he already had?
No, ma'am, he was not. Marcy would come get our kids when he was offshore or in jail.
What was he in jail for?
Well,
what was
that's right, yeah.
No, I asked a question. What was he in jail for?
Just,
DUI, public drunk, you know.
What?
DUI.
I've got a DUI. Okay, I went to jail for 10 days. Okay.
Marcy, but this man has 3 children by another woman. He has been to jail. Is this the prize that you want for your child?
It's her father, though. I mean, it's her father.
Yeah,
she has the right to...
I mean,
he hasn't...
There's good people in the world, good men.
She's got the right. She's got the right.
And you deserve
I asked her what she wanted.
Marcy, I want to say to you,
like
don't you have any self-respect? I mean, you're a woman. Come on now. You don't need him. You deserve better.
Yes, ma'am.
Right now.
And Sally, I just wanted to make a comment to Jerry, Marcy, and Barbie. I think that you all 3 of you have some type of self-esteem problem, and I think all 3 of you need guidance and counseling.
Yes.
No doubt.
Yes, ma'am.
Barbie marry him if she knew that he was
We
carrying
love
on
you and
with
we
her.
care.
Did Barbara, she wasn't
to
carrying on with her when you met him. It was, why did you remarry him is the question.
That's what I meant. Why did you remarry him?
Well, because he convinced me that he loved me. That
how could you believe him if he was going out with Marcy?
Well, he told me that he did not love Marcy. He looked me in my eyes and he told me, Barbie,
Just like
I
he
love
told
you.
Marcy he don't love you. Now, wait a
He
minute.
can sell ice to a Eskimo. He is a slick.
That's not right. You know what I'm saying? But look, I mean,
Yes, ma'am.
Marcy, I think you should leave him and get yourself a better man because he's unpredictable.
That's what I'm
He's
trying to get to.
See,
Nobody
that's
can
the
tell
problem.
me. Nobody
But Marcy, once again, we're talking about having an affair with a married man. Now, there are times when you have to say, let me see your divorce papers. If you've gone through this enough, and if you've seen enough talk shows, you say to a guy, oh, you're divorced? Let's see your divorce papers. Because before you get in bed with them, before you have children with them, when we come back, we're going to meet women who say, you know what? They're having a ball, and what are they doing? They're stealing married men away from their wives. Can it happen to you, Marcy? Yes, it can. We'll be right back.
Let me tell you, I like the thrill and the challenge of dating a married man. I've been doing it since I was 14 years old. My friend's here to tell me that she wants me to stop, but I'm here to tell her to just butt out and let me have my fun.
And shut your mouth because you're just something against it. You're a fat and you're an ugly bitch.
Hi. Thought you might like a little help. Thanks, my hands. Should I get your Advil? I'm trying that new naproxen sodium.
But this has special dosing restrictions for people your age. Your Advil doesn't.
I'm older, 66.
And what if you take this and your pain comes back?
Oh.
You may be in pain for hours before you can take more. Doesn't your doctor recommend Advil for you?
You're right. I'll stick with Advil.
Nothing is proven more effective or longer lasting than Advil. Nothing.
As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to try it. I mean, Suave has always meant great shampoo. You know, hair with life, real body. So when I found Suave Skin Therapy Lotion, how could I resist? Look, it soothes. It actually heals. I mean, dry skin, goodbye. So it's like an expensive brand, but it's not going to cost you an arm, a leg, or an elbow.
Have you discovered all the ways Suave makes you look good?
The living room, the family room, the rec room, kitchen, bedroom, and dining room. Let's face it, these rooms are nothing without furniture. And for some of the best furniture you'll ever buy at prices so low you'll buy more, you need to shop Ann Furniture on Route 6 in Ridgeville Corners, Ohio. Ann Furniture, it's a pleasant country drive from where you are right now. Ann Furniture, Route 6, Ridgeville Corners, Ohio. Open every day. Closed Christmas.
O'Daniel's tax sale countdown has begun. You can save thousands of dollars in more than 350 new, used, and program cars. That's 350 ways for you to save big bucks. We have Oldsmobiles, Jeeps, Eagles, Porsches, Audis, and Mazdas. It's the largest sales event in O'Daniel history. But hurry, the tax sale countdown ends March 1st at O'Daniel, your tax sale savings headquarters. O'Daniel! Save big at O'Daniel on Illinois Road.
Considering all the choices at Fort Wayne Community Schools, deciding which school to send your child to is not easy. That's why the school district is holding a choice fair Sunday, February 19th. Learn about Fort Wayne Community Schools' offerings of pre-K, full-day kindergarten, magnet schools, career education, and a variety of special programs in elementary, middle, and high schools. The choice fair takes place on February 19th from 1 until 4 p.m. and is a free event. Park in the Anthus Career Center parking lot on Bar Street and take a school bus shuttle to the Grand Wayne.
Has someone in your family done something that you just can't forgive them for? If so, call us at 800-93-SALLY and tell us about it.
You hear about women taking up with married men. Let's investigate who and what these women are all about. My guests today, we have some people here who say that their friends are looking for love in all the wrong places. That is, instead of dating an eligible bachelor, they just have their eyes on married men. Please meet Tammy, and with her, her best friend, Julie. Now, since the age of 14, Tammy is really proud to say she has only dated married men. So she's 18 now, that's 4 years. In total, in the 4 years, she has been with 9 married men. Right now, she is 6 months pregnant with one of their babies. By the way, she's not involved with him anymore?
No.
Not interested in him anymore. Julie says, do you know which one is the father?
Yeah.
Okay. Julie says she is disgusted by Tammy's affairs with married men, and she thinks one of these days Tammy might even get hurt, if not by a married man, then certainly an angry wife. Yes? By the way, Tammy, you are currently dating a man who's about ready to be married. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Are you married?
Mm-hmm.
You are married. Okay. Does your husband care that you're cheating?
He does, but I don't care what he thinks.
Okay. What is the interest in married men? Why do you only go after them?
Well, ever since I was really young, I just wanted to date. Well, I've always dated older men. And when I was 14, the guy that was married, he was 22.
Right.
And
But you say you're interested in the challenge of a married man? Is that what it is?
Yeah, well, more than likely, most of the time it's just a game.
She's
just
reliving her childhood. She's trying to see how much she can get away with.
What childhood? What is the game you've been with 9 married men. That's certainly a track record. What is the game of the married man?
It's just to see if you can get away with it.
That's the idea. Okay. Next to them are Karen and Heather. Karen is another one who loves the challenge of a married man. She's only had 6 affairs. But right now, there are 2 married men that she is juggling. Heather says Karen is nothing but a mistress and really should clean up her act. Are you also married?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Where is your husband in all of this? Where's your husband?
He's back at home in his own apartment.
Okay.
We're separated right now.
They're
We're separated
in the middle of
now.
a divorce. They're
Sorry?
in the middle of a divorce.
Is it because of what's been happening?
No.
It is not because of what's been happening. I don't think you could help it. Do you and Julie feel at all guilty about what you're doing to the wives?
No.
No. Why not?
Because I enjoy what I do.
Okay.
It's fun.
So there's no interest in the wives. Karen, you say that you think you're actually helping marriages by having an affair with a married man?
Sometimes I do.
In what way are you helping a marriage?
Not quite.
Sometimes they come to me for advice. I mean, like...
They need to be talking to a psychologist or something, not you. You don't have a degree.
Up in her bed.
Anyway.
Excuse me.
Julie, do you think that Tammy wants the men to leave their wives for her?
I don't know. Sometimes she does, and then sometimes it's just a game. Sometimes she just does it just to see if she can get them in.
Most of the time it's just a game. Now, there was one, the baby's father.
The one she's pregnant by, she was totally in love with, and as soon as he left, she was crying all over my shoulder, and I told her, I told you not to get involved with him in the first place. And she still, all the time, all about him. And it just drives me crazy.
Heather, what bothers you most about what Karen is doing?
Because I think she can do better. She's got 3 kids that she needs to think of before she starts thinking about men.
This is Heather. This is a woman who is the mother of 3.
She is the mother of 3.
And she has had 6 married men in the last little span of time.
Yes. Like I told her, when she has this baby, she needs to be staying home, taking care of this baby, and quit thinking about men. And that's what she needs to be doing, is taking care of her kids.
Right.
Excuse me, you women are a disgrace. You are a disgrace, especially the mothers. You need to find yourself, and stop laughing because you're more ignorant than the next. You need to find yourself. You need to find yourself and shut your mouth because you're disgusting looking. You're a bitch and you're an ugly bitch. You're an ugly whore. Shooter.
Karen. I have
You even got a
problems
husband?
not understanding why you don't care about the wives. Karen, why don't you care about these men? You've had 6 affairs, you've had 9. Why don't you care about the wives?
Well, if they treated them right, they wouldn't come to me.
Well, that's
maybe I do a lot better than they do.
First of all, they don't need to be married in the
First of all, you two have not met the right married woman is what the problem is. You need someone to take care of you all's behind. As far as you, young lady, that was like a threat that you made to this guy right here. Don't do that. His time will come. You need some counseling. You need help. As for you, you are too young and too pretty. Listen to what your parents are telling you. They're telling you something for your own good. I know. You are killing your father.
I wouldn't be here today if I didn't want all this over with. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason I traveled 1,300 miles to get here to tell everybody.
Do you see how upset your mother and your father are? Do you understand?
I'm gonna kill him, probably.
Marcy, I want you to look at these people, these pieces of garbage right here, because this is the kind of life that you're going to get yourself involved with. Your parents, they love you. Whose
parents love who? They don't know shit about my parents.
No, I don't know that about your
you
parents.
don't. So if you don't know anything about my parents in my life, don't open your mouth.
I'm not talking about your parents. I'm talking about Marcy, because Marcy, this is the type of garbage lifestyle you're going to get involved in. Your parents love you. Don't get involved with this garbage. Go home. They love you. You can always start over again, and this is a new beginning. So go home. Be with the people that love you. Not this garbage.
If that's what you want, hey, I'll respect that 100%.
Do you understand at all why the people in the audience have problems with the two of you? Do you understand it?
I understand that they have problems.
How does that make you feel?
But they ain't lived our lives.
What is your life?
They don't know nothing about it.
What could happen in your life that would cause you to want to be with 6 married men? What would cause that? Tell me.
Ignorance.
No, tell me.
Ignorance.
What would cause anybody? What would cause be with any married man?
What has it got to do with 6 married men?
Because it's fun and I like to be with them. They treat me nice.
Okay, do you have a right?
It's not like we go out and sleep with every single one of these men. Most of the guys, not any married man that we're with.
I don't understand how you can look at yourself in the mirror and think about this. I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
I have to stand up for Tammy.
I don't get where you're coming from or what your reason is. Can you explain your reason?
She doesn't go out looking for married men.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
What a time for a cold. Our oldest was in the playoffs. My nose was stuffed, my chest was congested, and I was coughing.
So I went to the store. There were a million brands of cold medicine, but only one Robitussin. Robitussin liquid gels cold formulas. The pharmacist said they're really powerful.
I felt so much better. Because of Robitussin, I got to watch Terry make the play of the game.
Robitussin liquid gels. Discover Robitussin relief for your cold. And try new Robitussin cold, cough, and flu liquid gels for severe flu symptoms.
It's a topic most women can agree on. What's wrong with women going to strip clubs? Why does it make men so jealous?
My wife should be at home with me.
I'll never forget the expression on my guests' faces when these male dancers walked onto our stage.
You have to start taking your clothes off.
And just when I thought the show was over, one of the husbands decided to join the party. Don't miss the next morning.
Friday at 11 on 21 Alive.
Great Lakes Improvements, what a great way to go.
Save big with Great Lakes warm and beautiful Continental Polywood replacement windows. Continental features triple weather stripping, solid vinyl construction, and thermal pane glass. Right now, have a house full of windows completely installed for only $17.88. Also save 20% on all Alcoa vinyl siding for your home. Call 456-4400 today.
Great Lakes Improvements, go with the Home Pros.
What makes a Dairy Queen frozen Valentine cake so special? Because it's made with a sweetheart of treats, delicious Dairy Queen chocolate and vanilla soft serve, and a big hug of chocolate fudge and chocolate crunch. But the icing on the cake is you can get it decorated our way or your way. The Dairy Queen Valentine cake, the most delicious way you can say, "Be my Valentine." We treat you right. Dairy Queen.
It's an evening when East meets West on middle ground, and when jazz meets pop music. It's when Israeli vocal phenomenon Noah comes to your community. Celebrating her international recording debut, produced by jazz great Pat Metheny, Noah and acoustical guitarist Gil Dorr will perform as part of the Mid-East West Fest.
Appearing at the Grand Wayne Center Tuesday, February 14th at 7:30 p.m. Call the Fort Wayne Jewish Federation at 422-8566 for tickets.
The Mid-East West Fest is sponsored in part by Lufthansa German Airlines. Terrible twosomes. Unforgettable twosomes. They're back with some unfinished business. Next salad.
We're talking to women who are involved with married men. Some of them just want to have sex with them. Some of them are in love with them. Most of them have no intentions of letting these men go. Now, the family and friends say that the women are wasting their time and really should not be involved and should dump the married men. Please meet Laurie and her best friend, Darla. Laurie says she's sick and tired of Darla crying on her shoulder about a certain married man, and she wants Darla to get rid of him. Darla says it's too late. She's just too in love with her married man, and maybe that's something Marcy can relate to. And by the way, now she's had his baby, and she hopes to marry him one day. Now, Laurie, you say you're always there to pick up the pieces for Darla. What is going on that upsets you so much? What's happening?
He's a jerk, basically. He really annoys me because he'll make promises to her, like buy the baby something, his pictures or something. He won't carry it out. Or he'll say he's going to come by and see her and the baby, and he's constantly upsetting her no matter what.
And you have to be there to pick up the pieces. Okay. He is married. And what is he doing? Is he thinking of getting a divorce? Do you have any hope?
Well, they fight all the time. They've been talking about divorce. He wasn't married when I started seeing him.
He wasn't?
He was not married when I started seeing him. He married her.
But she did not find out he was married until, like...
When you found out he was marrying, while you're seeing him, why didn't you stop seeing him? Obvious question.
I didn't know. He denied it. It
is true. When he actually did get married, he wore a wedding band. But he said, oh, I'm just wearing it to get used to it. Yeah. I had to go to his work and find out, and then after they told me he got
How
married.
did you find out that he... In other words, he came in one day, had a wedding ring, said, I'm just trying this on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
how did you find out he was married?
I went to his work. And I asked his boss, and his boss looked at me. He goes, yeah, he's been married for like 2 or 3 weeks now. And after we left there, I've been friends with the family for a while. We went over to their dad's shop, and I asked his brother, and he goes, yeah. And I looked at him, I said, Darla's pregnant.
Uh-huh. What did he say when he found out you were pregnant?
He didn't really, I don't think he had an opinion. He didn't know if he was happy or whether...
He has no opinion. He's just going to have his baby. Well,
he wasn't upset about it.
Wasn't upset.
No.
What about his wife? Does she know that he has you and the baby?
She doesn't know that we still see each other.
She does not know. Does she know that he has a baby with you?
Yes.
He is pregnant also, his wife.
The wife is pregnant too? Darla, do you want him to leave his wife for you?
Yeah, I did at a point. I'm really getting sick of everything right now. I know that sooner or later I'm going to have to do something about it, and probably it's going to be sooner than later.
That's the way I feel, but...
Laurie, have you told Darla how you feel about...
I constantly tell Darla he's a jerk. If he wanted you, he would have been there from the beginning when he found out you were pregnant.
I'd like you to meet Cindy. Cindy is the wife. Her husband, not the wife of that particular man, but a wife. Now, she had a husband who cheated on her many times and eventually left you for the mistress. What do you think of the women that we have been talking to?
I'm thoroughly nauseated. I think that... I'm almost dumbfounded with what to say. The ignorance that's exuding from up here is incredibly... Maybe Sally, I'm borderline laughing because I'm sitting here saying, do they really think that they're any different or special?
Why don't you talk to Tammy?
I mean,
talk to Tammy and talk to Karen.
Okay. Well, I mean, I hear that I haven't lived your life or you're not there. Do you know what the women that these men are married to are living? Have you been in their shoes? No, you have not. You do not know
what about the men? I mean, it takes...
They're no good. Absolutely. I agree 1,000%. The men are just as disgusting. There's no such thing as commitment. There's no such thing as morals, principles. What about your children? What are you going to teach your kids? What do you want them to grow up? Don't you want them to have a good role model? Do you want them to have a good relationship, live with in a marriage that has love, that nurtures them? Or do you want them to be in a mess? It's absurd.
Yes.
I'd like to know.
That's Tammy.
Okay. I'd like to know, you said you support your children. No man has to support your children. How do you support your children?
I will get a job and do whatever.
In other words,
I have been on my own since I was 13 years old.
Wait a second. There's more.
But you have children now.
I have one child on the way.
There's more to supporting a child than just money.
I know there is.
There's more to it.
I think everybody in this audience will be supporting it.
You know something? All I can wish for you guys is that, you should only know what it is to find a relationship that you feel comfortable and you feel trust in. And have this happen to you, and have somebody else on the outside. What is this? A world of, my husband married a mistress who was, actually, I think she was a mothering figure to him. He needed a mother. She's much older than him. And he wound up marrying her. She wasn't the first. Do you think she'll be the last? Do you think he's not going to cheat on her? They can't let each other out of each other's sight because God knows where they are.
It's called a pox on both your... It's called a pox on both your houses. Yes.
This is particularly for Tammy and Karen, I think it is. What kind of an example are you setting for your children?
None.
What standards are you setting for them? Is this the kind of life that you want for your children? Do you want, if any of you have daughters, is this the kind of person you want them to grow up to be? The kind of person that goes after another man's husband, has children out of wedlock? What are you giving to them?
Karen, you want to answer that?
Yeah, I have a little girl, but she's only 5 months old, and I mean, maybe I won't be doing this for the rest of my life.
Well, then why?
Karen, you're on national television. I got to tell you that can follow you forever and ever. Yes, ma'am.
I would just like to say, I think there's an issue of self-esteem that needs to be addressed here. I think the women who are cheating with married men on stage do so because they believe that they can't get anything else. They don't feel that good about themselves. And to Marcy, I just want to say, for you to use the excuse that you want Jerry in your life because you want him to know your child, there's a way for him to know your child without you having to be with him. So I think that's a very poor excuse.
I love him, and I'm not going to use him just for her. You know what I'm saying? I'm not using my daughter for the excuse.
Well, what I think you should do is use your mind and use your raise your self-esteem so you can find someone else who's going to treat you.
You know what's amazing? He's fathered 4 children. This one has 3 children. We are involving...
He fathered 4 that the state has paid for every 4 of them to be born. And I've got a job, and I got me and my 3 kids off welfare myself.
My goodness, are you not worried about any kind of sexually transmitted diseases? Are you not worried about...
I don't sleep with every single guy that I meet. I slept with about maybe 3 or 4 of them. And that was it. But that's since I've been 14 years old.
Even though we know the dangers involved with dating a married man, women still insist on doing it.
This audience could have whatever... It's not just married men that could have something. It's anybody.
Yes, it's true.
I've been tested. I don't have anything. I got tested when I had my baby.
Here's a question. What is the allure of the married man? We'll find out when we come back.
On this truck, I got living room suites from only $148. And in here, I got mattresses any size, $28 each piece. And on this truck, I got 75 bedroom sets from only $158. So bring your pickup truck, van, or same-day delivery. Come right to the freight terminal this weekend, only at
Nationwide Warehouse, 918 Lincoln Highway. Phone 749-5710. Also in Indianapolis. Nationwide Warehouse.
Former Vice President Dan Quayle pulls out of the 1996 presidential race, but what will this mean for his future in the political arena in the years to come? I'm Keith Edwards. Friday on Liveline, our topic is on politics and candidates' political fate. Our guest is Dr. Bruce Smith, who's a government professor at St. Francis College in Fort Wayne. We'll take a look at what politicians face when running for office and what can happen to those who fall outside the guidelines of political strategy. Join us for Friday's Liveline with Dr. Bruce Smith, along with all of the day's news on 21 Alive at noon.
I know I shouldn't be calling you, Mr. Davis. You haven't seen him since lunch?
Step out of the car, please, sir.
I know this isn't the first time. Mr. Davis, please. He needs this job.
If someone you love has a drinking problem, it doesn't have to end this way. We hope you'll never need charter, but if you do, we'll be here. If you don't get help at charter, please get help somewhere.
Blue jeans, green jeans, baggy jeans, faded jeans. Get your company involved in Easter Seals Jeans Day. For just $1, you receive a coupon for $2 off any large Pizza Hut pizza. A wooden nickel worth $2 off your next pair of jeans at Spies. And you can wear jeans to work. It's a comfortable way to help Easter Seals. Call them at 744-6145 and be a part of the 3rd Annual Jeans Day, February 24th. Co-sponsored by 21 Alive.
What are some of the things you like best about the floral department?
The quality of the flowers. They're nice, they're bright, they're always nice flowers.
Make this Valentine's Day memorable with a gift from Scott's Floral Department. Get a dozen long-stemmed red roses for just $34.99. When you shop Scott's, save on 2 liters of your favorite Pepsi products, just 89 cents each. And Scott's Butcher Shop has a great deal on fresh 90% lean ground beef, only 99 cents a pound.
Scott's, it's my store.
Some members of our audience will receive, and a promotional fee has been provided by
Centrum Junior Vitamins features Shamu and his crew. Fun shapes bursting with fruit flavors. Centrum Junior, still more complete than any leading brand.
Ow! I feel good. So good. So good.
Senecot laxative tablets work like second nature overnight.
I get completely dumbfounded. We're talking to women who love married men and some friends and family who say that the women really are just wasting their time. Let me talk again to Marcy and Tammy and Karen. You've heard the whole audience and how they think and how they feel. Is there any remorse at all? Any regrets, any remorse? Tammy? No.
No.
Karen, any remorse, any regrets?
No.
Marcy, any remorse, any regrets?
Well, you know, I have regrets, you know.
Okay.
But like I said, they wasn't together when I met him. You know, I didn't.
All right, but it is playing around with a married man. I mean, all right.
You're still married when you got pregnant by him.
Please meet psychologist Ann Rochelle Cohen. Ann says the women really have to start recognizing what's theirs and what's not. I think that's elemental. But you know, as a psychologist, there's a certain amount of sociopathic behavior that I'm seeing, meaning they don't care. They just don't care.
They don't care, but I think what we have
How can you have people who don't care?
You first take them as children and abuse them and hurt them to a point where they're so empty that there can be no compassion or remorse or anything. And this is why my heart breaks for these two people, which, you know, we see them as doing something very antisocial, but let's stop for a moment in their defense to look at the other side. Where do you think they come from that they were taught that they can have anything they want, take anything that belongs to someone else, and have no feelings about it? Imagine, with all your passion in the audience, what it would be like going through life with no feelings, so that only when you have sex with someone else's husband, maybe you feel something or you come alive, because you've paid back society for hurting you so much. You've taken what belongs to somebody else.
There are many of us who have been deeply hurt by society and still do not believe in hurting other people.
Because those are the people who are blessed with resources to stay human.
That's not fair.
And these people are empty of that. They are not capable. Can you imagine being not capable, not trying? You're absolutely right. Not knowing how to try.
Give them another.
So you can be enraged with them because they hurt without recognizing the consequences of their behavior. I don't condone it, but I would like to explain it to you.
All right.
That can be said about a child, but these are grown women.
Okay.
Yeah. No, these are children. These are not grown women.
These are grown women.
But what about
All right.
my child?
Yes, ma'am. You've been waiting. Thank you.
I just want to know, are you supporting any of these children here?
No,
of all your kids? No, huh?
I'll say no.
Okay.
No, I'm supporting my own. Ain't nobody supporting mine but me.
And as for that slut right there, Tammy to Tammy, you give us girls a bad name, you pig.
Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
When I started at ITT Technical Institute, I was a 22-year-old with no direction. Now I'm a graduate with an associate's degree in electronics, and I have a challenging job in the same field. At ITT Tech, I didn't just learn electronics. I learned responsibility, ambition, and skills that gave me the courage to aim for a goal and achieve it. Thanks, ITT.
ITT Technical Institute, 1-800-942-0088.
There are jobs out there.
Good jobs.
In electronics,
robotics, and computers.
I couldn't get my foot in the door.
Not even an interview.
Until I got my degree in electronics
from ITT Tech. ITT Tech.
ITT Tech.
That was the key.
That opened the door for this job.
For this job.
For this job.
For this job.
Could a degree from ITT Technical Institute open doors for you? Call 1-800-942-0088 for more information.
Your local McDonald's restaurants are proud to sponsor the WPTA Community School Network.
In a single phone call, parents can find out about homework, school activities, lunch menus, and a variety of other important school matters. Over 40 leading schools in the Fort Wayne area have teamed together with McDonald's and 21 Alive to help parents access important information related to their children's education 24 hours a day.
It's free and allows you, the parent, to take a more active role in your child's future.
To access WPTA Community School Network, call 426-2121.
We've got a formula for love, and we're putting it to the test. Anything could happen today. Will it help them?
I need some pedal power.
And now we're going to try the 5-second flirting technique.
And did my dog help this guy?
Would you be willing to go out with me?
He never called me.
You never called? Will our love experiment work for you?
As a result of it, I was dating 3 men at the same time. Next, Oprah.
Friday at 4 on 21 Alive.
Has someone in your family done something that you just can't forgive them for? If so, call us at 800-93-SALLY and tell us about it.
You're quoted as saying, unfortunately, the media today promotes affairs. People think they're fun and games and don't stop to think about the people that are being hurt.
I said it, and I said it specifically about all of our role models in Hollywood, where we can hardly tell who's fathering whose child.
Yeah.
And if we think that we should applaud those people and copy after them, this is the result.
Okay.
We've lost our heroes, we've lost our role models. These people are better role models than all the people that we go to the movies to watch. And we should stop imitating and get back to some very basic values. Because the people who are really missing a voice today, the people who should really be talking, are all the children.
Yeah. Boy, I think that's true. Why does a woman want to get involved with a married man in the first place?
I think because she wants something someone else has. Why do people want to do a talk show like you do? Because there's
I think they think it's a lot easier than
Well,
it is.
because, you know, we really do think that the wife is the admired and the respected, and someone made the commitment. And if we can take that away, maybe that makes us just that much prettier, sexier, better.
What do you
It's a very twisted and sociopathic way of looking at the world.
I want to ask the psychologist a question. Is it possible that our puritanical Western values are tainting the way we see the women? Is it possible that our puritanical, excuse me, but in some other cultures, some men have more than one wives, okay? And this is just how we see things here in America, but that's not how it is across the ocean.
Is she calling my douche outdated? Face it, it's an antique. Massengill just came out with a brand new cleansing design. So? I used it after my period. That's the test. And? You feel a lot fresher.
New Massengill, because it's your body, that's why.
Mrs. Butterworth, you're different.
Oh, I'm filled with the country, the goodness of cinnamon and vanilla. I want to sing like a lark, skip like a stone. Oh, I'm babbling like a brook. New Mrs. Butterworth's country best recipe.
When Kate comes down with a cold, I trust the doctor's advice.
My dad is a doctor.
He's always recommended Dimetap Elixir.
Dimetap is the brand recommended by pediatricians more than all other cold medicines.
And Kate loves the grape taste. I wouldn't think of giving her anything but Dimetap.
Alcohol-free Dimetap, the cold medicine pediatricians recommend most. And for younger children, ask your pediatrician about new Dimetap decongestant drops.
Buying bedding is simple when you shop Kittles this weekend, because you can pick any size mattress or box spring and pay one low price, just $59. Only at Kittles, only for the weekend, only the best bedding, and only one price. Like Kittles' top-selling Serta mattress or box spring in full, queen, or king size for the simple low price of $149. Get Kittles next-day mattress express delivery and any size mattress or box spring for one low price. Only at Kittles, only this weekend.
They've wallowed in the mud, ridden runaway horses, and kicked the living daylights out of their opponents just to make leading ladies look good. Now Hollywood's hottest stuntwomen take their biggest risk yet, posing for Playboy.
Posing nude was harder than some of the stunt jobs that I had done.
Only E.T. has the exclusive and the pictorial that's sure to make these beauties stars themselves. Then, see the walls come a-tumbling down when Chuck Norris blows up a multi-million-dollar mansion on E.T.
Friday night at 5:30 on 21 Alive.
Terrible twosomes. Unforgettable twosomes. They're back with some unfinished business. Next salad.
In a certain way, she's correct. I just returned from Africa, and I did spend some time with a man and happened to ask him, are you married? And he said, yes, he has 7 wives. And I just let it go because I'm in their country, and that's the way it is.
And I think, indeed, that can happen. But we don't live in Africa. We live here.
Don't some women go after married men because the women are afraid of commitment, and a man is already taken, so he is not going to ask them to marry?
I think sometimes that applies. I mean, I think sometimes we haven't asked these women what kind of childhood they had, what their dads were like. Did they have a dad? Are they looking for one?
Wait a minute.
So I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair to say there's only one story. But I do think that we have to ask. We really.
But you are out of line, and you were off the wall, and I don't even know what the hell you're doing. So why don't you just shut your mouth? Because if you had some, excuse me.
I haven't interrupted you.
Okay. If you had something decent and intelligent to say, then talk. But you're an ignoramus.
I apologize. I think the people that we haven't addressed at all. We're pointing fingers at all these women, but where are the married men who betrayed their families?
Absolutely.
And they're not here to say why they did that.
Why are we so passionate about this? What does this
I think
hit?
it's very threatening to us, Sally. I think those of us who've made commitments to support our families in our lifetime, who've raised kids, made homes, built a life together,
we're threatened.
I think we're very offended. Somebody said something wonderful bringing me from the airport to your show today, someone who knows you. He said he's been married 30 years, and each and every day it's better, it's more beautiful, it's more loving, and it's more meaningful. That's what these people are missing in life. They don't even know what that means.
Having a clue. We'll be right back.
The Shoe Carnival, half price plus $1 shoe sale. Entire stock already reduced ladies pink and green sticker clearance shoes, second pair, $1. Thousands of additional markdowns. Save to 80% and more. Believe it or not, half price sale. Like ladies Guess Cross Trainer, just $24. And men's Converse Ultralight, now just $17. Don't miss half price plus $1 clearance sale. The Shoe Carnival. For location information, dial 1-800-430-SHOE.
A lot of the time, it's the fact that the customer hasn't done their homework or their research, or they don't understand what avenues to take to get a problem resolved. Most of the time when we deal with businesses, they're on the up and up. There's some sort of miscommunication between the customer and the business. Had a Fort Wayne woman contact me about a piece of furniture that she bought. She spent $3,500 on a piece of furniture. She wasn't happy with it, so she canceled her check. Was that the right way to go? Absolutely not. Looking for trouble tonight at 6 and 11 from WPTA TV, 21 Alive News.
Are you ready for the boat show?
Get ready to go to the 1995 Boat Show, now through Sunday, February 19th at the Memorial Coliseum. See hundreds of the latest boats and accessories from over 50 area dealers, all in one convenient, warm, wild location. Get the hottest, lowest prices of the season and special on-the-spot financing. It's 2 floors of pure boating excitement at the Memorial Coliseum. Get ready. It's here now through Sunday, February 19th.
Are you ready for the boat show?
A change in ownership's in store for Lutheran Hospital.
To make health care more efficient and bring the cost down, and also to preserve Fort Wayne as a center for specialty care.
What it means for patients and Fort Wayne's other hospitals.
As they change their payer mix to ensure that they are paid for the services they deliver, that puts added pressure on the other 2 hospitals to care for the indigent population in Fort Wayne.
Join us for Impact, Sunday at 1, only on WPTA TV 21 Alive.
Let me agree with Ann when she said women having affairs need to recognize what is theirs and what is not. Very important point. Thank you all for being with us today.
Some members of our audience will receive, and a promotional fee has been provided by
Menopause, a natural change of life. All Natural Rejuvex supplies important nutrients during and after menopause. Try Rejuvex.
The French have a secret for falling in love. Parfum Rosebud by Perfumers Workshop. Made in France. Soft, sensual, irresistible. Parfum Rosebud. At stores everywhere.
2,000 flushes chlorine clear tablet. Helps bleach away stains in your toilet up to 4 months. 2,000 flushes chlorine clear tablet.
For free tickets to be in the Sally Show audience, call 212-582-1722, extension 58.